begin with, I created two droplets, Web 1 and Web 2, on DigitalOcean with the regular user web by tagging. And today we will set up these servers, which are made by creating droplets Web 1 and Web 2. The regular user web is created in a way that it has its bash set as the login shell, and it's member of the sudo group, and it is able to connect to server via SSH. Now we will follow the steps to augment the web servers by incorporating various components such as a backend and a load balancer. Now, firstly, I just cloned the provided files into directory of my host machine, my laptop, and then I went to my GitHub repository, which is newly created, and this project Linux assignment 3 part 2 has all the files available here for editing. And while I was creating these droplets, I added a script, which is a YAML document inside the advanced options before creating droplets. And the YAML document looks something like this, where I changed name and primary group to web, which is a regular user, and group is sudo, so that regular user web is actually member of the sudo group, and the shell has been bash, so that the user web has bash set as their login shell, and the packages Nginx for proxy server and UFW for firewall. And these commands here help in restarting the SSH service and applying modifications made to configurations. And then this command highlighted here disables root access via SSH, and this command helps to manage system logs, and this command is also for logs. Now, after adding these and droplets being created, I went ahead and connected the regular user web to both the servers, Web 1 and Web 2, by using our SSH key here. Now, I use secure file transfer protocol to upload the required files to both of my servers, Web 1 and Web 2. After the uploading is done, I will straight away started by going into the directory var www for creating another folder, my site in it, which contains our index.html file for front end. And the index.html looks something like this. It has hello world in it, so that when we run this file later on, the hello world should be executed for my server 1, which is Web 1, and for my server 2, Web 2, I have added hello galaxy in here, which should be seen while executing later on. Now I made this file executable by running sudo chmod +x command here, and after the front end, I went ahead and started working on the back end by starting to edit the configuration file hello.conf in Nginx. Directory is etc Nginx sites available, and the hello.conf looks something like this. So our server is being created here, and the location blocks are added, and the proxy pass is having this URL to actually specify like where the traffic is being served from. So I added echo nh at the end, and I also edited this path here to my site, which is containing our index.html file. And after this, I made a symbolic link for this conf file and added in sites enabled. As we can check, hello conf symbolic link is added in this directory. etc Nginx sites enabled. And then I run command of restarting the Nginx service and checking the status of Nginx. Now we can see that Nginx web server and reverse proxy server is set up here and all good to go. Okay, and after this is done, I have actually went ahead and installed our UFW, okay, the firewall. So for that I ran sudo apt update and then sudo install the UFW, and once that is done we just went ahead and checked the status. But before checking the status, there were a few other steps. Yes, we allowed the UFW having SSH. So SSH being allowed by allowing port 22 on UFW on the firewall, and then allowing HTTP by allowing port 80 on UFW, as we can see in this highlighted command here. And then we did the reloading, and finally after allowing SSH we enabled the firewall UFW. Now it's saying firewall is active and enabled on system setup. Okay, so after doing this, to start the backend I edited the unit file hello server.service. Now hello server.service looks something like this. In this service unit file I added section install, and then exec start is having the correct file path var www hello server. This hello server is actually the binary file which is being added to this directory. Now this binary file is also made executable, so that we can see here it's made executable so that it can execute when the time comes. Now I also created another folder hello server inside var log directory, so that when we execute our files, the binary files or the index.html files, there's a backend log file created in this directory here, which shows information on all the get and post requests with the Postman runtime. So before running that, I went to etc systemd and system file to check if we have our hello server.service file there, and then I restarted it and checked the status, and we can see that web API saying hello is running now, all good to go. After that I went to and created load balancer on DigitalOcean by connecting two web servers, web 1 and web 2, with this load balancer. And if I go to Postman, I sent get request to the load balancer with this URL and click send, and we can see that we can see hello galaxy written here. And when I send get request to load balancer with hey at the end, and we can see that the status 200 OK is a response, which is good, and we can see that binary file is executed here. As we can see, hey there is being written, being seen in the preview. When we send post request to load balancer with echo at the end, now whatever we are going to write here in the raw, same thing we are going to get as echo in the preview. The status is okay, so which means our backend and front end both are working correctly. Now the interesting fact here is that load balancer is successfully running and getting response from both the servers, web 1 and web 2. So now hello galaxy shows that the response just came from web 2, and the response again came from web 2. Now finally the response came from web 1. As we can see, hello world is written here. So this is the demonstration of our load balancer correctly reaching out to both the servers and getting response from both the servers when get and post request is being sent to our load balancer. So this is our project demonstration. Thank you for watching the video, and have a great day.